Well, we have some gun legislation news out of a very liberal state and a fairly conservative state, as we've seen. So let's start with New York. At least one state, that's New York, is attempting to do something specifically when it comes to guns, with a gun problem. On Monday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul signed gun reform bills into law that ban people under 21 from buying or having semi-automatic rifles. The new law also criminalizes those who make mass threats. Florida, if we head down south, we have Governor Ron DeSantis. He signed a bill aimed at improving school safety in Florida. That bill is known as HB 1421. It takes several steps to prevent school shootings, or at least hopefully. It requires school safety officers to make complete crisis intervention training, allowing school safety officers to arrest on charter school property, and requiring school districts annually certify 80% of school personnel have received youth mental health awareness training. So two different approaches, and toot sweet.
If you're going to hire, I've said it before, but the problem with the safety officers is we never really know how they're going to react when the shit goes down.
Well, so far it's been 0 for 0.
Unfortunately,
there have been no heroes among safety officers.
It's not been great. And that's why
I think if you sign up to be a cop at a school, you're not like the Rambo type.
No.
That's just going to be like, I'm here to,
you're
I'm going to jump in front of the bullet. I think you're like you're like one step above a desk job.
Yeah, it's like your slow spin into retirement.
Exactly.
You want to point and yell. Hey, no running.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Plenty of time for backup.
Plenty of time.
Ample.
I grew up, every single cop show I watched was just like, no time for backup. I'm going in. There's ample time for backup if you watch,
and if not, they'll make
these
time.
shows now. I know. It was always unclear, too, where it's like you're at a warehouse on the wharf, on the waterfront. The guy's in there. Why do you have no time for backup? Where is this guy going? He's just in an empty warehouse. I would have all the time for backup. But you have to stage an event during the application process.
And not tell them that it's a drill.
Right.
Like tell them it's like, make them believe it's the real
sit down
deal.
in the office. They're filling out some paperwork. They're talking
Suddenly
about their credentials.
outside, bang, bang, bang.
All of a sudden, crazed, disgruntled employee stammers into the lobby firing. This guy goes under the desk. Sorry. Tear up that app.
Yeah. Yeah, it harkens back to better days. Remember how charming it was to go postal? That's charming when we think about it.
It's true, because you would only hit up your post office and you'd maybe kill 2 people, and that was going postal.
Yeah.
And now
it's like hearing about a pickpocket.
Right, exactly.
No,
so
it's cute.
I'm going to play you, and you may have seen it by now, but it's worth playing. I'm the mom in Uvalde who was like, fuck you guys, to the cops and ran in to get her kids. But before that, and it's too depressing, I didn't bring it. There's the teacher who all of his students were mowed down.
Yeah.
Do you know why? The safety training said, and this is very hard to say, but the safety training told him that when this happens, gather all your kids under the desk and make them pretend like they're going to sleep, so they're quiet. Well, guess what? This motherfucker comes in sitting ducks and just sprays all of the kids who are hiding
and he was
together
shot.
under
The
a table.
teacher was shot.
Yes, he was.
He was shot a couple times.
So he's
But he survived.
He survived. He is
survived.
fucking rip shit at the police. He begged the parents not to blame him. He said, this is what we were told to do. So,
Well, whether it's the cops or the students or the teacher, the old methodology would be just comply. Just the guy wants your wallet, you hand it to him. You just stay where you are. There's a lot of there was a weird thing of like, if you get lost in the wilderness, don't move.
Stay where you are.
You stay right where you are until hypothermia kicks in and vultures eat you. It's like there's this weird adage, like if anyone wants something, you comply, you stay where you are, you don't start doing things.
Don't be a hero.
And I don't feel like that's worn off. You have the cops staying where they are.
Like, my dad, they're all with all these like Asian hate attacks, and I bought my parents mace, and my dad was like, I have a whole system. I've got my fake money, my fake wallet in my one pocket.
Wow.
And if they ask me for money, I'll just pull out the fake wallet that only has $2 in it. And I'm like, yo, these people are not going to ask you for shit. They're going to just come up and punch you in the head out of the blue.
Right.
Like, nobody's asking you for shit. Like, nobody's asking these people for their wallet.
I know. I wish they
They're
were
just
asking
getting
for
kicked
something.
in the head.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the shooting, like you said. Like, it's not comply. And it's like how many ways can we escalate the school safety? It's not about the school safety. It's the fact that fucking 18-year-olds are getting AR-15s.
Well, and
I
know
prefer the New York law.
Well, and they know, like, oh, sweet, this is the school. This is what they're telling the kids to do. Like, this will be easy. Like, the secret's out to psychopaths.
Yep.
So here's this woman, Angeli Gomez, who you may have heard from already. This is a clip from a news report, so you'll hear their voice come in and out. But it's a minute 20. Totally worth hearing all of. So she was cuffed because she tried to run into the school, and then she convinced them, I'll be good, let her out of the cuffs, and ran for it into the school.
Wow, my mom would never
Right
do
away
that.
as I parked, U.S. Marshal started coming toward my car saying that I wasn't allowed to be parked there. And he said, well, we're going to have to arrest you because you're being very uncooperative. I said, well, you're going to have to arrest me because I'm going in there, and I'm telling you right now, I don't see none of y'all in there. Y'all are standing with snipers, and y'all are far away. If y'all don't go in there, I'm going in there. He immediately put me in cuffs.
She says after Uvalde police officers told marshals to uncuff Gomez, she ran towards the school.
As soon as they uncuffed me, I jumped that first gate fence. And once I jumped it, I went to my son's class, and I knocked on the door, and I remember the teacher saying, I'm like, hey, they're already bolt cutting the fence to get me. She's like, you think we have time to get out? I said, y'all have time. I'm going to run for my other son.
Once she was assured her son was okay, Gomez ran to get her other child.
I see that they're opening my son's door. I go run for my son, and I get him.
With both of her kids out safe, Gomez still can't shake the thought of those who didn't make it.
The gunshots were still active. They were not in there. There was no one in there. If anything, when I pulled up, my car was closer to the school than where the snipers and everybody that was laying on the ground were. They could have saved many more lives. They could have gone into that classroom, and maybe 2 or 3 would have been gone, but they could have saved the whole class. They could have done something.
The theme is the moms. We showed the mom who got ran over by the car earlier in the show.
And
she
popped right up.
Popped up, got that stroller back on its wheels. This is mom running into gun.
Moms are ballsy. Yeah. I mean, that's why they say in nature, don't give it between a mom and her cubs, right? Like,
Well, no, it's why communism doesn't work, which is none of
Also
that.
that.
All the fucking guys standing out front didn't have a kid in that classroom. She had skin in the
game.
fucking game. Who is the one running in without the gun?
Yeah.
There were good guys with guns.
There were good guys with
Didn't mean
guns.
shit.
Now, if you took all those good guys with guns and gave them 2 kids and put them in a classroom, then they
Different
would have
ballgame.
swarmed
I
on
heard
it.
that there were cops' kids in that they pulled out.
Yeah,
The
some
cops
of the
went
cops
in to
pulled
get their own
out.
kids, and then
I heard
That's
some of that too.
That's
yeah.
been
Hear that?
tweeted. I have looked for sources on that. Can't find any, but
Okay,
people
so
definitely
maybe it's
tweeted
just
it.
rumor.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just rumor.
I looked for that as well.
Yeah,
that would have
because-
been that. Then those people should go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know, if like I'm gonna get my kids and then I'm gonna bounce, and it's your whole job. It's your only job.
Yeah.
It's your only job.
Protect and or serve. Well, and how many years ago I heard this on some newscast, but it was a few years ago where the governor of Texas sent out a tweet saying, like, can you guys believe this? California has purchased more guns than we have. Like, come on, Texas, get on it.
It's Texas governor. It was Abbott.
Yeah, what are you doing?
we purchased more than Texas.
This
we
was
have
in
more people.
2018
You
or
guys are near
19.
Burbank, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
How
that
many
little
gun
strip.
shops are in Burbank? Like, I'm always astounded when I come up to Burbank. I'm like, Jesus, am I in Texas right now?
There's
what is happening?
yeah, there's
Oh.
like 4 just
Well,
on that.
yeah,
little
well, how
strip.
much of California is not L.A. and San
Yeah.
Francisco
Right.
and San Diego? It's a lot of wilderness.
Yeah.
Well, you do drive through the city on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
You
boy.
will hear the evidence
true.
of people owning guns in this city.
Indeed.
And there's a range in Burbank, too.
There's a few
Foreign one?
ranges. Yeah. Firing Line and Oak Tree
I
Gun
think
Club
I
is
think
a
the
little
gun
farther
ranges
north.
are the only place where you should be able to carry a gun. Like legit. Like a gun range. I've shot at a gun range and I'm like, this is fucking fun.
It
and
is.
I've shot like assault rifles at a gun range, but at a gun range, everything is super regulated. Everything is there's like hardcore rules. They train you. They train you how to hold it, how to make sure it's pointed down so it doesn't accidentally go off. And all that is great. I think that's all great. It's the fact that this kid on his 18th birthday strolled down and bought an AR-15. It's like, all right, this is out of control. You should not, no 18, like if a 25-year-old is not allowed to rent a car, why are we letting 18-year-olds have assault rifles?
Yeah, well, they say your prefrontal cortex isn't fully formed, and that's essentially the reason you can't rent a car until you're 25.
Oh, really?
Yes, your brain is physically not developed.
To
Think of
make
all the
decisions.
stupid shit you did when you were 22.
Well,
Adam.
yeah, for sure.
I think of shit I did when I was 22, 23.
It's
I'm
all
like, I
bad.
should have died so many times.
But that's insurance companies going, no fucking way are we
But
going to
this is the ultimate insurance problem, isn't it?
Yes, but here's the challenge to you Democrats. You want to lower the voting age.
They do?
Yes.
Yeah, that is
So
a challenge. You're right.
how can you simultaneously say raise the gun age and let's get voting to 16?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That is a good point. But I completely, if I would rather have less
I'd go
people
for just
vote,
picking an age. Pick an age.
I'd rather
Go
have
21.
less people vote than a younger age for owning assault rifles.
Or how about a catch weight? Why are we always stuck between 18 and 21?
Yeah.
21's random. There's 3 years in there. How about 19 and a half? You know, let's meet at a catch weight somewhere. Just go, look, drink, vote, join the military, do it all at 19 and 6 months. Just, I don't know, somebody said 21 and we all just went, yeah, okay,
Sounds
well,
good.
it's 21. Well, what about
It's very
18? Well,
random.
it could be 18. We've not examined any options. 20, by the way,
Yeah.
feels like a
I was
nice
just gonna say
round
that.
Yeah.
number.
It's your first year out of your teens.
You're 2 years out of high school. You're not a teenager.
Yeah.
Somebody hopped to 21 sort of randomly.
It seems random.
Yeah, 21.
Especially back in the day, weren't different states like you could drink at 18?
Yes, and don't get me started on the age of
The age of
consent. I've been
consent.
burned by so many. I mean, I can't even count.
Oh my
Well,
God.
as a comedian who travels,
Male comedians are always bitching about the age of consent.
it's fucking rough out there.
Can't keep
for-
track of the states.
They're the
ages.
victims.
Male
Partners,
comedians are always
Gina,
like, but in
partners."
Nebraska, it's 14 and a half. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Thought we started on Hawaii.
Helen makes a good
Yeah.
point that we should just lower the age of consent. Is that what you said?
That too, but also I think drinking and drugs. I don't think there should be an age. In Europe, you can drink. There's no drinking age in
Well, we
Europe.
saw it happen at Euro Disney.
Because culturally, the culture has signed off.
You want our
on
kids
being
eating
able to handle it.
potato-based churros? Is that what you're looking for, you communist?
Helen, this show is a
I
disaster.
think if I wanted to get shit faced at 10, I feel like I should have been able to. So that by the time I'm 20 and driving, I'm not getting shit faced because it's the first time I'm drinking, and then be like, I'm gonna go drive my car home now, which is exactly what I did when I was 20.
Yeah.
Because I was a fucking idiot and I was just getting rip roaring wasted. Like I would go to K-Town in my 20s in Koreatown and just get shit tanked and then try
And
to
then just do
drive
karaoke all night
Yeah.
long.
Yes, of course.
What was your
Obvi.
drink over in K-Town?
Vodka or tequila?
With orange slices, if you're at the Noribon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I spent a lot of,
Wow.
A lot of my best friends are all, yep.
Yeah. I mean, but the bars in Koreatown are so dangerous because they're not like bar where you get a drink. Like it's mostly table service.
Yeah,
Yes.
bring over the bottle.
So they bring over the bottle.
Yeah.
Even if there's 4 of you, often there's like a bottle minimum.
Yeah.
So you'll be at a table with 4 friends and they bring a whole bottle of vodka and you're expected to finish it because you can't take it home.
Do
at
they
the end of the
charge
night.
you crazy amounts?
Crazy, like $200 a bottle, $300 a bottle, and it's like Tito's or whatever.
Right.
for the
It's like
experience.
Stoli. Yeah, and then they bring you a fancy plate of fruit.
That's
Why
right.
And they're like,
is-
"This is why we're charging you $300."
Look, I don't want to be a prude, and I'm all for this,
But
but why is bottle service legal?
Huh?
You know what I mean? Like, what if you just went, hey, I'm just going to step behind the bar and pour myself a little highball over here. Here's $10. Like, they'd go, like, get the fuck out of there. You're not allowed to come over here
Yeah.
and touch.
Crazy.
you're basically
This
being
shit.
charged for sitting.
Oh,
We're
That's what it
dropping
is.
off a
Crazy.
whole. I mean, I guess wine for sure. You buy a bottle of wine, but when the alcohol content
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
up into the
It's like
80 proof,
when you're doing bottle service too, they charge you like they'll bring you the mixers, and the mixers are like, here's a carafe of orange juice for
Red Bull.
$200. And
Wow.
you're like, what is...
Well, you was a pretty highfalutin when you were doing this as a 19-year-old.
I was, yeah. Well, you know.
They
You
had
had
bottle
11
service
friends.
back in the day.
Yeah, because in Koreatown, there are no laws. I mean, I don't know.
That's what it says on their sign.
Yeah, there are no laws.
I did speak.
They like... When I was 21 in Koreatown, I never got checked for ID in Koreatown. Like, I went to bottle service clubs with 4 people, and they would make me drink a whole bottle of vodka. I mean, like, it was famous at 2 o'clock when all the bars closed and they kick you out, that cops would just hang out around Koreatown because they would just pull over. Like, odds are the car you pull over is going to have a drunk driver.
At 210, yeah.
Exactly.
I did get yelled at in first class back when you turned left, way back in the day they had the champagne cart. They parked it right in front of remember the big screen TV?
Big screen.
This is a trap. No, I don't remember. Tell me all
Well,
about
the big
first class
screen
thing.
TV was like 28 inches, but it
Was
was
this 1952,
it's like
Adam?
1997 or
Pre
something.
TVs in the seat.
No TVs in the seat. They just had the
Yes,
movie would
yes.
show on the screen on the bulkhead.
I remember the tiny
I don't
ones that were
remember
in
the
Coach.
champagne cart. Like now they just ask you what you want to drink and they bring it to you.
Yeah, they'd have a movie that would, they'd go, your in-flight movie is
Obviously,
this.
a bigger
Right.
and better one in first class.
And they had the screen that everyone was watching, just sort of centrally mounted on the bulkhead. And they had that champagne cart
Ooh la la.
under there. And I was sitting in the first seat. And I was being ignored for like 20 minutes. At some point, I got up just to pour myself.
How dare you.
I got the excuse you.
They tackle you?
This is not a self-serve bar. Like that's a thing. Oh, I'm so
Well,
used to
apparently
serving
it is.
myself at bars. Well, they bring the booze to your table, but I got yelled at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't go full Seinfeld when the old days with the cart and the service. More anything, more everything.
Yes.
They don't do that anymore.
But now you hear about behavior on planes and you're like, that was cute what you did. Like now,
Yeah, they
now,
should
like,
be so
now
lucky.
flight attendants are getting punched in the face, getting their teeth knocked
They
out.
got to duct tape
yeah.
people to their seats.
That was the most satisfying thing. I saw that duct tape seat guy video and I was like, yes, I'm just going to carry duct tape around with me and just like fucking tape motherfuckers. to
That
their
could have been one of your prime farting targets.
Oh my God, where's he gonna go?
I know you don't do a lot of farting in Coach, but we could make exceptions,
I would
right?
fart in that motherfucker's mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
But I bet
and
he
hold
would've
his
liked it.
nose. Yeah. See if we can blow his eardrums out. I don't know how it works.
That
but-
was the little twat that was like, do you know how my parents are? They were worth $1.8 million. And everybody started cracking up because they were like, you're on Spirit Airlines, bro.
1.8 won't buy you a house in the valley.
Like he said something really funny, like $1.8 million. And everyone's like,
And then there's a guy who's getting punched by Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
who's
he's
fucking
the
with
best.
him.
Yeah.
All right,
Careful
let's
out
do
there.
one more.
All right, let's find a good closer. Okay, so Brian, no. Brian, never mind. This doesn't
Forget what I said.
specifically pertain to you. It is Pride Month. Happy
How
Pride.
dare you?
I'm just going to do a different story. Happy Pride, everybody. It's June. And many companies, of course, I'm sure Christy, Brian's wife, works in marketing, would have a field day telling us how all these companies just scramble for this.
You gotta do something.
They have to. They're clamoring to spend these extra advertising dollars appealing to the LGBTQ community. But as we see over and over again, they don't always get it right. And there's a great example out of Burger King Austria. They unveiled the Pride Whopper. And so we'll go ahead and show you a picture. So I'll try and investigate what I think their point was. One burger comes with two tops.
That's good.
Yeah.
One burger comes with
that's
two bottoms.
I like this.
And they
Genius.
said it's two equal buns, equality. That's what they meant. Where the comedy, of course, comes in is people are coming out saying, first of all, two tops would never be together and two bottoms would never be together. Do you know anything about
Good point.
the gay relationship? So they're all taking to social media to say, if you really want to help, stop getting these campaigns so wrong, and I don't know, underwrite an artist or an innovator in the gay community, and instead of pandering with these
They're
ads
all
that are
artists,
so ridiculous.
Gina. Come on.
Oh, I didn't
They
realize
think
that.
They're made up of welders
I did
primarily.
not realize that.
Every one of
well,
them's a fucking
no.
artist.
I know one of them's a cop. I know one of them's a
Oh.
cowboy.
That's right.
I know
Construction
one of them
worker.
might be a
there's
construction
an
worker.
Indian.
That's right.
Like
That's
a
right.
Native
Indian.
American.
Native American.
Right.
It's literally a job, but
I mean, I actually think a burger with 2 tops sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't sit like that. It would be like leaned over.
Yeah, you'd have to hold it the
Right,
whole time.
because that's the whole point of the bottom bun is it's
Right.
flat, so it can sit flat.
Right.
But 2 tops. But now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, you're right. I would rather have a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if like
Traditional burger structure.
there's something not
You
there's something
breeders.
Yeah.
yeah.
Your
there's
fucking
some
burger
taste-
configurations.
That's so
traditional.
close-minded.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too.
I'm
Isn't
so
burger
anti-queer because I don't want this stupid
abomination
burger.
of a burger? Isn't Burger King like the have it your way people?
They
Like,
were.
If I could,
I think they abandoned that in '89 or something, but I don't know
I
if
thought
they
if
still
I
have
just
it.
wanted a Whopper with 2 bottoms, they'd have to give it to me anyway. Why does it have to be for Pride Month?
Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us have it your way.
What?
Have it your way.
even
at
know
Burger.
about
Have
this.
it
He
your
was
way.
starved for entertainment as
Have
a
it
child.
your-
Here's a song by a gay guy.
I'm on the spectrum. I have Asperger's.
Adam.
Wait, that's different than the 2 all beef patties, special
That
sauce,
one I
lettuce,
know.
cheese, pickles,
Everyone
onions,
knows
lettuce,
that
that
one.
one I know.
Yeah,
But
I don't know the
I've
other
never
one.
heard the song you just sang.
We'll find. Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us.
I
don't know what you're
way.
talking about.
Oh yeah.
You have a lovely singing voice. You should join the voice.
You should hear him
Well,
sing "Hell is for Children."
Next time we go to K-Town and I grab the karaoke mic
Yeah.
and you're sitting drinking half,
Yeah.
you worked your way through half bottle of Tito's.
Yeah.
I
And then
will
I'm going,
do.
and then I'm stumbling up and being like, "You suck."
I will do the
Whatever.
Burger King "Have It Your Way" song from
You think they have that?
1980. I don't need it, baby.
Oh, God.
I do
He
that shit a
He's
cappella.
gonna do this shit a
Excuse
cappella.
me.
That's right.
Oh my god, this is so old.
Have it your way. Have it your way. Have it your
This is back when white families used to eat fast food.
Oh my god, and white people worked at the fast food.
2 Whopper
Is
Juniors
that what you said?
and 4 Coca-Cola. And would I have to wait long if you made 1 Whopper with no pickle and no lettuce?
No, sir. Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way.
Oh, well, in that case, could I have the other Whopper with extra ketchup?
Sure.
Here's a packet.
She's like so excited about the
With
extra.
everything on topper, any way you think is proper. Have it your way.
Now, by the way,
She's a vision.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
it's not like I had the vinyl of this commercial. I had to watch this commercial 1,800 times to commit this to memory, but that's how
You
committed.
really knew it.
Yeah.
That's how committed I was to watching nothing TV
Yeah.
my entire life.
I just love that in every fast food commercial, the people behind the counter are literally the happiest people. They're like on ketamine. They're so just joyous to be alive. And if you actually go to a fast food,
Oh, is it not like that?
like, when is the last time you ever saw a McDonald's employee being like, I'm loving it.
Oh,
I'm loving it. No, they are the most miserable people.
Except, do you guys remember? I think it was the 80s. Oh my God, it's going to make me cry. Remember at the McDonald's commercial with the kid with Down syndrome working the counter and said, like, all my life people have been helping me do this, helping me do this. And
you
now
wanna
that I
hear
work
the song? I'm retarded.
Oh,
You
right.
haven't heard that one?
I don't
I
recall
can do
that.
the whole song.
On the
And then at the end, he goes,
Hold the helmet, hold my
Oh my
hand.
God.
Where's the telegram?
so sorry.
Getting
about
off the
that.
can, all yes. Yeah, they had a
And
whole song.
I don't remember the song.
Oh, yeah.
But then at the end, he goes, finally, because I work at McDonald's, I can say, welcome to McDonald's. Can I help you?
Oh, I kind
It
of
really
remember
got
that
you in the
one.
heart.
Did he
Strings.
enunciate as well as you're enunciating now?
Brian.
We have that one, too.
Oh my God.
All right, let's see.
Wow.
Don't you guys remember
What year is
this?
this from?
Hi, my name is Mike.
Oh.
This is a story about me and my friends.
This is Life Goes
Like
On.
my mom,
It's not Corky.
she's a wonderful
Not
mother.
Corky?
And my dad, he is a one cool dude. That's my teacher. She is the
Guy's
best.
life is
Can you
like
pause it
so
for a second?
Super kid. Mike is
I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but
boy.
whenever there's a depiction of a Down syndrome guy playing hoops, no one really covers
Guarding him, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No one's on him like Gary Payton.
yeah,
the
let's
glove.
show the man some respect and get up on it.
Front him. Deny.
He's going to try to go baseline. Fucking close the door. It's
He's going back door your house. You're not doing
it's soft
anything.
bigotry is what it is. They're
You're right,
always
you're
there's
right.
leaving the guy around out
No,
there. All right,
you're
sorry,
right.
go ahead.
That's the teacher.
very brilliant.
Outspoken.
That's my friend Tracy. I think she's beautiful.
Oh.
Come on,
Sound
let's take a
love.
ride to McDonald's.
I kind of remember this one.
I do kind of
There's
too.
all my friends. Hey, me and Dave are our best pals. We are a great team. Pie is up.
Burgers up.
Perfect. Ever since I was a little baby, people are always trying to help me.
Bring it home,
So
Gina.
now I love to say, welcome to McDonald's. Yeah, I can help you.
I do remember this.
Oh, it's,
the heart.
wow.
Gina, you're so rich.
Woo.
So sweet.
That was tough.
Yeah.
That's a
Oof,
good commercial.
It's a great commercial.
I like the spokesmodels better,
Yeah.
but I understand
There's place
that
for
was
everybody.
poignant.
Yeah.
All right, do we bring it home?
We'll do it right now. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Fuck y'all. I'm headed to Coach.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
All right, let me tell you last but not least about Meter. Guys, grilling season is here. Time to dust off the meter. I hope you got some a charge on yours, Brian.
Yeah, I turned it around. I flipped it, changed the battery. You know, it had been dormant for all winter. Now it's summertime. It's meter time.
Steaks, ribs, chicken, the perfect tool if you don't want to undercook or overcook your meat. You got to go with Meter. Sleek Bluetooth meat thermometer that keeps an eye on your food and tells you when it's ready to come off the grill. There's a countdown so you can head back into the house, have a cold one, watch the game, or even run out and make a run, man. You'll have all the info you need on your phone. This is summer's upon us. It's grilling season. It's it's Father's Day. Is that coming up?
It is in 2
Next
weeks.
weekend.
Less than 2
Oh,
weeks.
great. I love to be celebrated. So you can use it a grill, smoker, oven, sous vide, air fryer, rotisserie. It is Meter, right, Dawson?
Meter is the perfect tool to be used. Meter is the perfect tool to be a grill master and to buy for Father's Day if you haven't been shopping. Get 10% off with code ADAM when you shop at meter.com. That's 10% off, MEATER.com with code ADAM. It's barbecue season. Get grilling with Meter.
All right. You can go to AdamCarolla.com. Show's coming up in Denver. That's at the Comedy Works South, June 24th, 25th. Sonny will be working the merch table, so you can say hi to him. Anya Zova, she's got Cobb's coming up on the 15th and Punchline in Sacramento on the 17th. Helen Hong, the special Well Hong's available now on Amazon Prime and other streaming devices as well. Go Fact Yourself is the name of the podcast. Great to see you, Helen.
Thank you so much.
Come back anytime you like. Oh, Mike Dawson, The Smoking Kills at the Mint in Los Angeles. Tonight as you hear this. So watch Dawson perform in person. There's nothing better. Until next time, Adam Carolla for Helen Hong and Anya Zova and Gina Grad and Bo Bryan. Say it. Mahalo.
Weddings where the dude's in a suit, but then he's wearing like flip-flops with the suit.
I don't like that. I don't like any precocious 9-year-olds wearing Wayfair sunglasses.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's a bad dude.
Too cool.
You know,
If your wedding's on the beach in Hawaii, flip-flop it up. Go crazy. If you're in a fucking skate park getting married, fans all day. Otherwise, show some goddamn respect.